Hello everyone and welcome back to the Honey Soul Child Bottega channel. I am your chakra priestess here doing a ancestral reading for us today. And let's go ahead and get it started. Keep in mind all readings on my channel are for entertainment purposes only, due to everything's not set in stone because of free will. However, you can take the message and apply it to the situation however sees fit, and if it doesn't apply, let it fly. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the first card that came out, because it is the issue card. What is the issue? And the issue is artesian, interestingly. And what that is telling us right now, let me go ahead and dive into it. With this artesian card, you do see the individual is actually hand woven or hand weaving a object, as well as, let me see what else is in this image. We have craftsmanship at the top, and then we also have like jewelry necklace that the artesian is wearing as well, with birds on it. So birds can represent communication. So with this artesian card, it is asking us that we need to get our hands on something to create. We know it's time, and we know this and can feel it. The process of creation starts with inspiration emanating from your soul, moving through your body into your forearms, wrists, palms, and fingers. There's something that's been calling to you, and you need to express it specifically by creating something with your hands, no matter what that something is. It's a call to action, to be proactive and taking the steps to make it a priority and get it done. Be willing to follow your own path, to take chances, to let go any judgment about what you produce, and bring into being that which is all calling to you. And if when objections, obstructions, and frustrations flare up, and they will, quickly dismiss them and stay on the course. Doing so in itself will be a great teaching about what you are truly capable of and how you can take risks in spite of any fears, judgments, or qualifications. The courage is there inside of you, and if you need support for the project, find a mentor and also call on this artesian ancestor to help you through completion. Okay, period. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So in other words, it's time to get busy. It's time to get our hands dirty, y'all. It is time to get our hands dirty. It don't even have to be a dirty. It could be a clean dirty. But anyways, whatever you put, like I said, whatever put your mind into. I'm doing a horrible shuffle right now. But anyways, whatever you put your mind to and you want to create, let's do it. Okay? So let's get some clarifying card. Do it from this end. Clarify the artesian card. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords following through with the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Okay, what these these three cards are saying, with the Ace of Swords, okay, the sword suit is all about the mental, the intellect, and the cup suit is all about the emotions and how you feel. So with this Ace of Cups is just taking the heed to the call, and practice improving communication and clarity with friends and family you spend time the most with, because it did mention with all those obstacles such as the naysayers and the people who object what you're doing. This is basically saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. Of course, if you don't support it, then that's fine. But right now, this is my path and not yours. With the Knight of Swords, is basically saying Don't get too caught up in the dramatic encounters and feeling defensive. Just know that whenever you're exploring you are exploring your new assertive side, and you are establishing those boundaries, those healthy boundaries at that, and pursuing your goal, and it's going to bring out the confidence in you while doing so. With the Ace of Cups, continue to focus on yourself and with self-love and self-care. Whenever you get to those points where you're about to burn out, but remember that as you continue to love on yourself and take time for yourself, those new opportunities will come your way tenfold, and you'll be successful, yo. Okay, now moving forward with the shadow card on something that we are, our subconscious, and what we are not aware of, subconscious influences in which we are not aware of, is the shadow card, the darkness. Okay, here we go, darkness. So you can see in this image, this person looks like they are in a cave, and then also there's almost like a moon amulet at the corner side here. So we gonna yeah, what I'm getting off the bat with that is go within your shadow side or do some shadow work. But anyways, it says lurking in the depths of your subconscious are aspects of your humanness that are chained tightly for fear that anyone or all could escape something, lead to harm and destruction for yourself or others. The paradox is that the more you attempt to remain unaware, the more suppressed and harbor those traits wrapped in the dark cloth of your judgments, imprisoned with the shackles of shame and distrust. The more power they hold over you brings the shadows to the light of awareness, allows you to dissipate your fear and shame and accept more of what you're made of. It's time to bring out at least one troublesome dark shadow and one suppressed light shadow, ones that hinted to their presence, and come into your consciousness in some way and release your fear and welcome them. Doing so by allowing their expression through singing, writing, playing music, dancing, making a work of art, or practicing any form of creative expression. Soon after trying these kinds of activities and experiencing no harm, you'll find it easier to more deeply accept all of you. So to clarify that, they would choose a time to do some carpet cleaning, which I understand that, but gosh, that's a lot of cards. Alright, so to clarify this shadow card, we have the Awakening card coming out. And let's see what else. We have the Lover's card, Awakening, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so with this Awakening card is basically Judgment, and High Priestess and Justice energy. And it brings sort transformation. Basically, just notice the signs from the source, from source, so you can be free from any fears, doubt, shame, procrastination, guilt, all that, and continue to and step into your power and embracing your spiritual gifts as you are awakening from this process. And then also with this Lover's card here, is going to bring some balance, whether in the form of reciprocity, choosing divine love over instant gratification, with balancing the masculine and the feminine energy, so you can be able to attract the one that you deserve. Okay, basically law of attraction. With the Page of Cups, this is childlike energy, basically saying get in touch with your inner child by finding playful ways to express yourself. So that could be part of the shadow work, is addressing your inner child, doing some inner child healing, whether you there has been either a project or anything that you put on the shelf from childhood that brought you some sense of joy, and take time to pull that out if you still have access to it, so it can bring some happiness and joy, and reestablishing some memories, so you can let that inner child know that it's okay, and the reassurance that you know you can move forward now, and I got this, you know, that type of language. Okay. Following through with the grandmother card, grace. So give yourself some grace, because this is the card that came out in regards to the external influences of which you are aware of. So as you are embarking on the subconscious of what you are not aware of but need to address, give yourself some grace as well with this grandmother card, because we do have another bird here in this image, and she is, basically channeling the communicating aspect. I see some different shades of blue and purple in there that's giving from the throat to the crown chakra. And the Four of Swords came out along with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. My gosh, there's a lot of cups energy and swords. Let me shuffle this thing up. But okay, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords. Four of Swords is basically resting, meditating. Nine of Swords is basically not suffering in silence anymore. Not suffering in silence anymore. And then I forgot what the other card was. Something with the cups. Like I said, the cups is dealing with your feelings and emotions, and the swords is dealing with the mental. So it's a lot of mental and emotional tapping that we all need to do as a collective. So let me see what actually comes out. Clarify the grandmother card. We got the Temperance coming out. That brings about some patience, that Sagittarius energy. Let's see. Bring me, okay, Three of Pentacles. And okay, thank you. All right. Magician at the bottom of the deck. Being your own alchemist, okay? Be your own alchemist. Now, with the Temperance card, basically it's saying patience. It's a perfect time to connect with the divine and welcome messages that you receive and surrender to the plans of the universe. You see how both of them are communicating with each other in this card. All right. And with the 1 + 4, that equals 5. And that's Hierophant energy. Following through with the Three of Pentacles is basically working on your skills at public speaking or becoming visibly active within a community, so you can be able to establish your presence. And then while doing so, it will bring some form of justice. This is Libra energy, as well as High Priestess, staying connected to your intuition, using discernment, balance and truth. And this is for a personal growth aspect. It's asking us as a collective to reconcile with the past, and finding balance and alignment and harmony with fulfilling the karmic contract, restoring balance within the spirit, because it will bring some balance within the spiritual world as we work on our shadow side, right? Specifically for some from others, it could be inner child work. Okay, now for this grandmother card, that explains that there are moments when you spontaneously experience this lovely state of grace. One, there is a felt union with divine expressing in both the physical and etheric worlds. It's a state of complete forgiveness of self and others. One, there is no need for invocation of forgiveness, but instead it's a deep sense of acceptance that everything is right and perfect just as is. It's time to let go of the stories you hold on that interference with this experience of grace. You have created many stories to which you attach your identity, ones that either boost the ego, bring it down, or bounce between the two. You are much more than the stories you cling about yourself, and you are being challenged on many fronts to go beyond those stories and remind yourself who you really are and go forth with grace. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then now we're going to fall into the inventor card, which is basically what is required for the resolution. And we got the inventor card with ingenuity. Okay, so there's a lot of colorful aspects in this card. We got the person studying with the book. We have the eagle giving a broad an eagle eyes perspective, so like a broader perspective per se. We have the space shuttle, could be an astronaut. We got airplane. We got a person that is air gliding and air balloon, and the person's enlightenment with that sun energy. What else? We also have the etheric being at the top as well. That's launched from the head. So let's go ahead and clarify that. I'm going to put the magician over here because that's at the bottom. Okay, let's clarify the inventor card. So the star card in reverse. So healing is needed. Okay, that's a lot, but I'll take it. I'll acknowledge it with the 9 of Wands at the bottom. Okay, so the star card in reverse, this is basically healing is needed with healing is needed with the past, so you can feel hopeful for the future. With the King of Cups, that also, no, this card came out next. Self-sabotage with the Devil card. This is also lover's energy. And examine the toxic thought patterns and unhealthy coping mechanisms. This is Capricorn energy. The star card is Aquarius energy. Following through with the King of Cups that came out, which is basically continue to work on creating and maintaining strong boundaries within your relationships, and rely on the presence of support and emotional stability. Also, you could be the one that offers support to others and provide guidance. Just by this spread here, if y'all haven't checked out the annual outlook on the energy surrounding next year within the season, spring, summer, autumn, and winter, it gives a little bit more in depth of what this spread is all about as well. So check that out. And then transformation, which is the death card, which is also with this death card, it is Scorpio energy, and then the Emperor card as well. In regular tarot, basically self-transformation, letting go old patterns, behavior, and creating space for new. And it is forcing yourself to release the past so you can become the inventor of your own pathway and create your own traditions, your own wealth. Hence, that magician card came out at the bottom from the previous section. And then lastly, we have the Explorer card. This Explorer card comes out a lot in these ancestral readings. And I feel like we don't do enough of that. So Explorer card, adventure. As you can see, the woman she has a wand in her hand, basically giving Ace of Wands energy. Like, as you embark on a new adventure as an explorer, you are finding your passion starts to ignite and you begin to gain some sort of inspiration. I do see different color of green in the picture as well, giving heart chakra vibes. So let's see what else comes out. First, we got Eight of Cups that came out, Queen of Wands, and then Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Like I said, there's a lot of cups and swords energy in this spread. We only got and a lot of faded cards too. We only got one Pentacles card. Interesting. So we'll be dealing with a lot of emotions and feelings and mental intellect within this next cycle. Anyways, with the Eight of Cups is basically walking away from a situation that no longer serves your purpose. Okay? And the journey, you're embarking on the journey to go deeper, finding the meaning of your spiritual life, and that can embark in some travel and some journaling, etc. Following through with the Queen of Wands is going to build some confidence within you. Queen of Wands energy, take the initiative to work on some healing any blockages, so your self-esteem and your sense of self-worth can increase, because that's what the Queen of Wands is all about. Confidence, resilience, okay, knowing her worth, high self-esteem. On the flip side, it's giving reverse action, bitchy vibes, okay? And then lastly, with the Six of Cups, it's spending time with children, connecting with the inner child, just like this section here. Because the Six of Cups brings nostalgic feelings, and also spending time with old friends who feel like family, as well as doing some playful creativity projects, whether it's acts of giving and receiving, that provides loving support, can help not only boost your confidence, but give you a newfound perspective that there's more to life, especially when people, places, or things no longer serves the pathway that you're moving towards. Okay? Then with the Explorer Adventure card, it is saying that we need to feel the predictability of our life, caught up in a revolving door of routine and boredom, punctuated occasionally with unexpected surprises that provide contrast between the habitual and familiar cycle of our lives. Feeling trapped in the ordinariness, you may even fantasize a way out of this prison-like feeling that crops up periodically. It's time to break out, introduce some excitement into your relationships, express your emotions more freely. That's why the emotional cards came out. That explains it. Speak your truth without blame, shame, or guilt. Okay, that explains the swords. All right, keep going. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. Queen of Wands energy. Take up. Let's see. Plan an adventure that challenges you physically and or mentally. Okay, mental with the swords card. and take up a musical instrument or enroll in a painting class. Stretch yourself, get out of your habitual routines, and relax and observe. Relax the obsessive need to be in control, and while you're at it, have some fun. That explains all that childlike energy cards coming out, like the Six of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Let's see, any other cups? King of Cups, that's a mature state, but definitely the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Six of Cups energy brings that childlike aspect. Concluding the message. Dang, where I do them cards, y'all? It's my ancestor card. Here we go. My other ancestor cards. This is the concluding message. So we're gonna get some cards on that. Well, we're gonna get one card on that to conclude it. And I won't be surprised if it provides me more than one, but all I'm asking is one. All I'm asking is one. Oop. Okay. What will be the closing message? Thank you. We have Wise One. Grow within your current situation. We got the owl here. That stands for wisdom. We got the raven here. At the bottom of the deck, we have Protection Guardian. Drop your shield. 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 Okay, anyways. All right, so we got Wise One that came out. Wise One. And that's basically saying knuckle down, be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insight from your elders. I don't know why I said ancestors. That's another one too. Like I said, on this card, we have the raven in her hands representing the capacity to overcome the darker times and be reborn again. Also, we have the owl of wisdom here. And then for the extended message is basically saying the wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking. Commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you are being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your tasks and projects. It can be very easy to get bored and overwhelmed, but persevere. You're being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability, and that is not who you're born to be. So keep working on what you're working on, because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run. And basically saying stay in the course. Don't be too quick to bounce up out of the situation, especially when there's room for improvement and growth and expansion. Taking those lessons, turning into blessings, and stay committed, y'all. Don't be so quick to jump out of the situation. Not when there's room for improvement. Not when both are willing to do the work. All right? And drop your shield. Okay? Drop it. Drop it. So we can see how we feel about each other. And are we on the same page? Because what I do not like about these relationships nowadays is that they can become a facade, and not all it cut out to be. We put each other on high pedestals instead of being on one accord and learning to be have mutual respect for each other, and also not make it so much of a hierarchy thing, because relationships are partnerships. There could be some hierarchy on that, but times are changing. Okay, and as long as you and the person that you are with, whether it's platonic or family wise, are on the same page, of course you don't need no outsiders telling you what to do, especially if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing. But however, there is room for improvement in the end. But enough of my blabbing. I'm going overboard. Thank you all for tuning in to the message. Don't forget to leave your comments down below on how you think about this message. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time I upload a video. And always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself so you can heal thyself.